Some things you can't unsee. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 unforgettable British TV moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're going to be looking at the iconic moments British Tele has to offer. Number 10. Louis Raps, Louis Theroux's Weird Weekends.
I gotta hate this money, it's all on me. We gotta get this cheese,
Louis,
it's all we need.
Louis.
I gotta make this money.
Louis, you're supposed to let me do my part first.
Oh, sorry.
The popular documentarian is famous for getting stuck into just about anything, including rap during a Weird Weekends episode that saw him travel to the US.
I gotta make this money, it's all on me. We gotta get this cheese, it's all we need.
He was invited to write his own rap and then perform it on a radio show for a rap battle, and it was a mess from start to finish. If his opponent being way better wasn't bad enough, he started his rap before the host had introduced him properly and needed to be cut off.
My money doesn't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I wanna see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble, you know.
He later talked about the infamous rap and how he thought the opening was so bad he'd blocked it out of his memory. Lucky for him. Number 9. What's Brexit? Love Island. In 2016, the UK voted in favour of leaving the European Union, and the aftermath of the vote left the country polarised to say the least.
So does that mean we won't have any cheese?
Cheese?
Tree?
But some people have been living their lives in blissful ignorance of the situation, and they just so happened to be in the Love Island villa. Hayley Hughes made headlines for not understanding what Brexit, or the EU, was, nor how leaving the EU might affect her ability to go on holiday.
Doesn't it mean it would be harder to go to Spain and stuff?
So it'll be harder to go on holidays?
Yeah, I think so.
It was an iconic moment that was memed into oblivion, and after her turn in the villa was over, Hayley was even invited onto the Daily Politics to finally get some answers about what Brexit is. Number 8. Alison's interview, This Morning.
Are you a fan of the original?
Never seen it.
While promoting the release of Blade Runner 2049, Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford took time out of their serious press interviews to talk to Alison Hammond for This Morning. Chaos quickly ensued when Alison said she'd never even seen the original Blade Runner, but it didn't matter much because they barely talked about the film.
They said, would you be interested? I said,
How much?
show me the money.
They instead poured themselves a glass of whiskey miniatures shared between Alison and Gosling, and she asked him about his knitting and whether Harrison Ford can sing.
You want to do a young
dance.
Hercules?
You can't dance.
Can't sing.
Really?
She later said she didn't even think ITV would air the interview because it was such a mess. Number 7. Sharon meets Dor, The X Factor. During the audition stage, you can't count the number of contestants who give embarrassing performances.
An apprentice jockey.
A disc jockey?
No, a racing jockey.
What's the funny bit?
Dawn was one such singer. From the moment she told them she was an ex-jockey, Louis and Sharon lost it laughing. It only got more unfortunate when Dawn seemed incapable of raising her voice.
Broken hearts and losing at this game before.
Simon kicked them both out for this embarrassing display. They were so distracted that Sharon ended up walking straight into a door and nearly fell over, which only made the laughing fit worse.
Shut up!
In the end, Danny Minogue was kicked out as well, leaving Simon the only judge to break the bad news to poor Dawn. Number 6. You won, Jane. Come Dine With Me.
In fourth place is me.
The best episodes of Come Dine With Me are the ones where the contestants just don't get on. Even better if the audience hates them as well.
You won, Jane.
In 2016, history was made when obnoxious salesman Peter Marsh found out he'd come dead last after his night, which he thought was easily the best night of the lot. He went on to accuse the winner, Jane, of completely sabotaging his evening in order to take the cash prize for herself. and delivered some of the most legendary insults of all time.
Because you have all the grace of a reversing dump truck without any tyres on.
Still, his outburst did earn him national notoriety. Maybe that's better than a grand in cash.
So Jane, take your money and get off my property.
Number 5. The Sausage Roll. Good Morning Britain. When Greggs launched their new vegan sausage roll, outspoken critic of all things vegan, Piers Morgan, was made to try it live on GMB.
I mean, they stink, right, for
No,
one.
they're delicious.
Right?
They're delicious, actually.
The sausage rolls were brought out, and after taking a bite, he made quite a show of spitting it out and then retching into a bin. Piers' big issue with them is that they're called sausages, and he doesn't think Greggs should be able to call them a sausage roll if they don't actually contain meat.
The vegetarian sausage is nicely flavoured.
He rails against many other vegan alternatives as well, saying that the vegan sausage roll is gastronomic appropriation. But even if he didn't like it, there was still no need to throw up.
This is complete gastronomic appropriation.
Number 4. The Drunk Interview. Friday Night with Jonathan Ross.
Sainsbury's, if you don't mind, don't lower the tone of the show.
There you go, he's a class act.
I have no idea what he just said. I don't know.
Well, you know, you work with Scooby-Doo and you can't understand Ricky Thomas and that.
After waiting backstage to come on for his interview for a good few hours, by the time he finally came out, Matthew Lillard was completely plastered. He was on mostly to promote a play he was doing in the UK at the time, but of course, a large chunk of the interview was focused on Scooby-Doo.
No, but you say your name and people are like, Jonathan Ross. Woo!
Well, that's really kind of you to say that.
No, I'm not saying that. That's real.
Oh, you're not saying that.
I have no idea who you are.
Well, thank you.
However, Lillard was quick to criticise the clip they showed of Scooby-Doo 2 because it didn't feature him enough. He joked about fighting Jonathan Ross at one point and gave his take on the fox hunting debate before running out of material for his interview slot.
Here we are.
Read between the lines.
All right, let's go.
Number 3. The Raft. Top Gear.
James, wait, James!
What? Doesn't make
Stay at the back, please stay at the back.
The Top Gear specials are all the stuff of legend, full of iconic moments. But one that stands out is when the boys needed to build a makeshift raft to transport all 3 of their cars across a river. Clarkson goes first and gets across with no problems, miraculously. But Hammond isn't so lucky.
You've got heaviers. You've got... No.
That was tied on! No, I took the rope off.
We needed the rope.
The chair he's attached to the roof is knocked straight off because they needed all the rope they could get, including those ones. May goes last after Clarkson has the idea to pull the raft across with the beamer instead of by hand. Remarkably, they get all 3 cars across. Then, when a 4th car attempts to cross, it immediately sinks.
Oh my God.
The journey
gentlemen,
because there's...
It's gone! It's completely gone!
Completely
gone!
Number 2. Paul Burrell's Bush Tucker Trials. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Though it's satisfying to watch someone power through a trial and get as many stars possible, it's even better when they can't stand the challenges at all. This was the case when Paul Burrell was made to put his hand in enclosures full of creepy crawlies without being able to see what he was touching.
Don't bite me, whatever you are, don't bite me.
Though none of the animals used in the Bush Tucker trials are actually dangerous, Burrell still lost his nerve, whimpering as he was forced to touch insects, spiders, and a snake. It was more than the former royal butler could cope with, and made for hilarious viewing.
It's a snake, it's a snake, it's a snake, it's a snake.
Number 1. Batman and Robin. Only Fools and Horses.
Look, just shut up and try to think of a way out of this.
There's a fancy dress party with a cash prize for the best costumes, so Del Boy gets the bright idea that he and Rodney should go dressed as Batman and Robin.
What's happening?
I have the faintest idea.
En route to the party, they thwart a gang of muggers attacking a member of the local council. The moment where we see them running out of the mist has gone down in history as the show's most iconic scene, even more than Del Boy falling through the bar.
Ow!
Let's go!
It was even recreated as part of the closing ceremony for the 2012 London Olympics, Reliant Regal and all, making it an unbeatable part of British pop culture. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.